am going to have to apologize up front. The outside of the house is being painted, so at the moment the gaps are being filled and all of that, so it is a bit noisy. But I picked up the camera because I am on Operation Reclaim My Freaking Life after the mayhem of the year and then Christmas. Like, just a little taste of what I'm working with. I just picked all the stuff up off the floor that I had put in like random piles. Don't worry, the floor was already clean before I put all the stuff there, and I've dumped it on the bed, and I'm going to like try to methodically get through all of it. I've got so much washing to do, but I don't want to go past the ladder all the time at the moment, so I'm just gonna make piles of that. But I thought I would just start a vlog because I will be taking some time off in January, and the last declutter video I did really well, and I think it's because like we are so used to seeing like the highlights of YouTube, and I consider myself a very like clean and neat person in general. However, I definitely have a problem of like the piles, and like I put things away so that when you walk in it looks neat, but if you open the cupboard there's no like sense or reason to anything. It's literally just like sorry, when we were kids we were selling a house to move closer into like the city, and every Sunday was a show house, so like open house, so we would just open the cupboards and shove things in so that it looked clean. That's exactly what I am coping with right now. Like everywhere I've decided to make it look neat and let it be future Vicky's problem, but now we've reached future Vicky, and future Vicky is kind of frustrated by that. So that's where I'm at. I'm just going to set this up for a time lapse in the meantime so that I have some company on this as well.
Well, that should be me with the golden bell across the room, laughing over wine, losing track of time. That should be me. Oh, that should be
Right, I've sorted the bed mostly, but I've decided that if there's one thing that's going to make my brain feel better, it is getting the winter clothes out of my cupboard. For now, just for the sake of Dinah's progress over perfection, I'm going to just throw the winter clothes in a black bag, and when I can find the backpack bags that are in the garage, then I will do that and put them in boxes and whatever. But for now I just want them out. Literally, like, I don't care how, when, why. I just need a clearer view on that.
with my arm wrapped around her waist, dancing through the night, dizzy with delight. That should be me, lavishing you with ruby rings and diamonds too. Sail across the ocean blue, making all of our dreams come true.
First thing is going to be to take the Christmas stuff off. Well, now my second thing, because I did the cupboard. Take the Christmas stuff off in the lounge just to make it feel a little less like cluttered. I'm gonna time lapse that because I need to carry on listening to something or I will get so bored. The bedroom and the bathroom are a bit of a state because I need to take stuff to the garage, hence me not showing that much, but you can kind of see it's a mess.
Did the world wake up on the wrong side of bed? Sleepy-eyed with a red-hot pounding head. I'm surprised that we still managed to circle the sun. We should all be dead and buried with the damage we've done. 10 p.m. rolls around, it's the same old tale. A shooting here and the following political trail. I grab a beer and
Final weekday of leave, and I bought a desk this morning that I had intended on being in the lounge for my sewing machine and painting and whatever, and I've decided I actually want to switch it out and it can be my work desk, but that of course means that I need to get into my office yet again and clear things and move the desks around and whatever. Let me show you the desk. So this is it. It is a little wonky, needs a little bit of reinforcement. It's not wobbling too badly now that it's on solid floor actually, but it's got this drawer. It used to be a cutlery thing, but I thought it would be very cool for sewing because I can have all my sewing stuff. But now I'm actually thinking, like, first of all, this whole wall just looks weird with like weird spaces and whatnot. So what I'll probably do is I'll probably do the office in a different video because it is all going to form part of one big office makeover that I will eventually get the wallpaper etc done. But this is part of Operation Reclaim My Life, so I will time-lapse myself trying to sort this situation out. This morning I've been catching up on dishes. Yesterday I had every intention of hanging all the pictures I've taken out and like getting all of them up so that they're not lying around the house, and then I landed up painting for the entire day, the whole day. So I wanted to start by cleaning this morning because first of all Vaughan did everything yesterday, and second of all it's the last work day of leave, so things can't be this chaotic when we start next week. Obviously it's not like a hard deadline, but it does help. But also just worth mentioning, it's about 5,000 degrees, so it is hard to keep momentum. So I know I did the huge clean out, but this is the current state of my office. This chair broke on Christmas Day, so it can't stand, so I need to fix that. Those cushions were annoying me, so I wanted to take them off the bar stools and put them in the garage. That's like medication and sewing. I've been messing around with art stuff there. My sewing machine is obviously here now. This sheet needs to go into the wash. Like, there's so much tidying to do before I can even move things around, but I guess it's a good before and after, or midway. That plant looks like it's having a bad time as well. Winchester, don't eat my art.
Let's go to side. Let's stay home and play. I got so many funny games we could do today, and we can compare inside our bed. Stay under the covers.
It is day one of being back at work. Operation Reclaim My Life was supposed to end this morning, I guess, but in true ADHD style, I didn't. My office is still a mess. Haven't finished doing that. Been working different spots in the house, was at the couch for a little bit, sitting on the bed for a little bit. I made my to-do list, which I forgot to pick up the camera and say, like, my plan of action for the day was like, make the to-do list, check my calendar, make sure I've added all the appointments I'm supposed to. I missed a therapy appointment last week, so I need to make sure I don't miss the next one. I must have said about 5,000 times. I hope that it's not getting too distracting, but it's the true space of my brain right now. So I am about to take lunch. I have actually been snacking most of the day, so I'm going to have an everything shower. My eyes, as you can see, are so watery, so itchy. I don't know if it's allergies or if it's because like there's some dust on the fan. Like, I cleaned the fan the other day. I don't know if I like unsettled something, but I just need to like restart the day actually and rethink Operation Reclaim My Life, because I don't know if I even have realistic goals for that, and I need to figure it out. It's actually like really frustrating me. But one of the things I wanted to mention when I started getting all this stuff together is like, for the last I want to say since pre-pandemic, I've been saying I'm going to do piano lessons and dance lessons and singing lessons and all the things, all the extramurals that I wanted to do in school but didn't. And I'm actually doing my first singing lesson on Thursday, and then the first dance lesson I think is on Monday the 22nd in the evening. I'm going to pause on the piano and what was the other thing I said? Singing, piano, dance. Oh, I was going to do hip hop and contemporary ballet, but then I decided just contemporary ballet for now. So I'll pause on the hip hop and the piano lessons. I'll start with the singing. And just in case you are unaware, my singing is painful. So it may take more than a year to get to where I want to get to. But that was one of the things I had to do this year. I'm so tired of putting it off. I'm so tired of saying I'm going to and not actually doing it. And now those are booked. It does mean that my week is a bit more busy in general, because Monday night will be that and Thursdays will be the singing. And then we've also got family stuff this week, and the house is chaos. Thankfully, the gardener is coming to sort out the garden, so I can tick that off my list, because I had that on my list for the whole of my leave. It's bad. There's weeds, there's plants that I've neglected that are dying, and then Kudzai is back from tomorrow and then Thursday. So some of the stuff, thankfully, can be like, what is that word? Delegated. I'm also a bit like fuzzy because Vaughn woke up at 5 to go to one of his extramural fun things that he's doing, and I kind of like woke up a little bit and then I went back to sleep, and then I had a wild dream that was so traumatic that is just like bits and pieces of it are just playing in my mind, and I don't want to go into detail because I don't want to get flagged for content, but essentially, like, if you go and watch Childish Gambino, This Is America, I watched that music video again recently, and like that was going on, but it was all in Cape Town in my head, and it's exhausting my brain. Anyway, let me go have my everything shower, and then I will touch base with you later in the day. When I initially thought of this Operation Reclaim My Life, I was fully convinced that it was going to be about making the home nice and sticking to the lists that I created and meeting my self-imposed deadlines. And actually, a lot of it, as cheesy as this might sound, was just being in the moment I was in, and I cannot even explain. I have talked about this in therapy for years and years and years, and I don't want it to come across like all mindful woo-woo, but I think it had been a while since I actually just did one thing. So, for example, when we were celebrating New Year's with family,
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I took one clip of us playing Uno, and the rest of the time I wasn't on my phone. I wasn't scrolling through social media, and I've already deleted social media a few times, but somehow at the end of the year, I find myself just getting sucked back in. I also did the same with friends. I was 100% there. I tried not to pick up my phone or even let my mind just like disappear from the conversation. And the deadlines came to a screeching halt. But I also was just weirdly okay with having a nap and watching a series and playing hours of Candy Crush if I wanted to, and just going and standing in the pool in the rain and painting for so long that my hands started cramping and I still wasn't done. And one always says, figure out the things that make you forget to eat and poop. And let me tell you, Operation Reclaim My Life during my leave time quickly shifted from ticking things off a list to the things that make me forget about that stuff, the things that I get so hyper-focused on and have so much fun doing that I don't even care about any list, about if lists existed, if deadlines existed. I completely forget that there is a world outside, and I absolutely loved it. So I just wanted to say that because when I filmed these clips, I had this kind of story I wanted to lay out in mind of how I went from must get everything done to all of a sudden I'm chilling, just how I got from the one to the other and then back again. And now while I'm recording this, I'm just reminding myself that at the end of the day, none of the deadlines mattered. It all still worked out. It was fine. And I had fun on my leave. I might not have sorted stuff, but I had fun. And I spent time with family and friends and the cats and nature. It is basically the end of my first day back, and I'm just looking at how much I've added to this folder of Operation Reclaim My Life, and I think I'm gonna have to do the rest in a part 2, which is fine. It basically ends off today, and then I'll vlog this week, and that will be a separate one. So if you haven't yet, don't forget to subscribe, comment if you enjoyed it, if you have any suggestions, if you're screaming at me because I don't finish anything because I have potential, etc. No, seriously, just be kind, but drop a comment below and like, and I will see you very soon. Bye.
Oh, that should be